Hey everyone, this is Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we're going to take a look at the Nightmare Before Christmas Select Series 9 figures from Diamond Select Toys. This wave includes Snowmobile Jack, Jimmy and James are packaged together as a 2-pack, and Jimi. This includes all 3 members of the band, and there's also a Snowmobile Build-A-Figure offering in this wave if you collect all 3 figure packs that you see in front of you. I would like to thank Diamond Select Toys for providing these figures for review. Greatly appreciated. So what you see here are the figures packaged on the standard select packaging. Nicely done artwork, great likenesses from the movies. The figures are packaged in the plastic tray along with their accessories, including the parts to build the snowmobile. Everything looks great. You see character artwork on the bottom left there along with their names. And on the back of the packaging you see images of the figures along with who's in this wave and a brief description below it. And on the sides of the packaging are images of the figure, which is also standard for select type packaging. So what I'm going to do now is open these up and we're going to take a closer look. Hey guys, welcome back. So I have taken the Nightmare Before Christmas Select Series 9 out of packaging, and this wave includes all 3 members of the band, Snowmobile Jack, and of course the snowmobile that this is just all one piece right here, and the other 2 pieces, if you go back to the packaging, includes the sack and a tiny little red sled there which it plugs into. Over the years that we've been covering the Nightmare Before Christmas Select, DST has really done a great job on it. They really hire the best people to do it. Great sculpts, great attention to detail, great paint. The figures honestly look like they just walked right out of the movie. That's how good this line has been. So if you've checked out our coverage at New York ToyFair, we reported that this line is coming to an end. They've confirmed at least 3 more lines aside from this year's San Diego box set that's coming. If there's more waves coming out, that's to be seen. But just know that this line is wrapping up eventually. And if you look at all the movie characters, there's only so many more that they can do. And it's just been a fun ride for NBX fans. It's really great attention to detail, everything you would want in a line like this. So Snowmobile Jack is given the same sculpt as previously offered all the way back from Wave 1. This release includes a brand new head sculpt with the goggles that you can see there. The rest of it's all the same. The black and white stripe outfit, the thin arms and legs that are like skeleton structure, the hands. It's all been seen multiple times before, but again, brand new head sculpt. The band members, brand new head sculpts. You see Jimi here, another Jimi right there, and behind him is James. These figures are very, very nicely done. Just look at that attention to detail right there. They really, really nailed it. So here's a closer look at Snowmobile Jack's new head sculpt. You see the goggles sculpted on. He's got a good open mouth there. And you see the goggles. They have a strap that goes all the way around the back. It looks really, really good. Nice deco on the figure, the bat bow tie, and I just want to talk about the figure stand for a moment. You actually need a screwdriver to loosen this up so that this hinge moves. I was very careful when doing this, but if you use excessive force, it could break. So just know to use a screwdriver to move it down so it can plug into Jack's back, and that's basically how to use it. So there's another look, the head sculpt. I think they did a great job on it. All right, so let's move on to the band here. All three band members look great. Just look at that attention to detail, the likeness, everything about these figures is just incredible. The instruments are removable, and Jimmy and James, they need the use of their figure stands with the base in order to stand. Without it, they are a bit top heavy, and as you can see, the legs are very skinny. It can't hold them up basically without them. So here's a closer look. And just know that this piece does fall out of his mouth especially when it's moved. Sometimes it could fall out without the use of that. So, and that just plugs in like that. You can also see the arms are super thin, very fragile, as are the legs. And there's also a peg right here on the base, but there's no hole on the bottom of their feet to insert that into. So without the stand back here, again, there's no way to stand them up. So they definitely require that. So as I said, this just plugs into his mouth right here. And again, the rest of this is very fragile, but incredible likeness. I think they really did a great job on him. Jimmy, same thing. There's a peg down here for his feet, but there's no hole on the bottom of the feet, so he could stand, unfortunately. But incredible likeness. He does require the use of the stand in order to stand. Bone-like details, zombie-like appearance. I think they really nailed it. Great attention to detail on the suit. You can see the sculpted details there. Has a little bit of a rough feel to it. And as I said, this part is removable, just comes off as you just saw. They really did a nice job on it. The strap is a soft plastic. And the articulation on all these figures are basically what you've seen with other figures in this line. They don't require an insane amount of articulation, but what they have is definitely worth it. So you can see the articulation in his hips, the knees here, swivel ankles, ball hinge shoulders, hinged elbows, swivel forearms over here, and a ball jointed head. And again, that just plugs right into his back so he can stand. Very, very good. And last but not least, you have this guy here. This is removable. This instrument can stand up on its own. And he also has the sculpted detail in his suit. Very nicely done. All three of their outfits are the same style. They match for their bodies. And this guy is also zombified. You can see these stitches around his mouth there, his chin. Let's turn him around to give you a look. What I like about this guy is that he has a ball-jointed torso here, so he can move around nicely. No articulation in the legs, but interestingly enough, he has the holes on the bottom of the feet, even though he doesn't require the use of a figure bass or anything to stand, because his legs are so big he can stand without them. And his instrument, I love the dummy right there. They really did a great job on there. It's not removable, it's sculpted to it. As you can see, there's no way to open this up or anything. There's handles on both sides of it. Great paint apps. I think they really did a good job on it. Alright, so the last segment of the video, we're going to take a look at the snowmobile. That's the diorama piece. There's no assembly required with this, unlike some of the other diorama pieces that have been offered in this line. There's nothing about it that's articulated. Several parts of it are made with soft plastics, such as the seat and these over here. I think they did a great job on it. Just look at those great metallic finish over the green. There's some lines over there. It looks like it's worn. Looks like there's some damage to it. But I think they really did a great job on there. The treads, the front sled over here looks... actually almost looks like wood. I think they really did a great job on there. So no figures can sit on it. I did try a few times to get Jack to sit on there, but the way he's articulated and sculpted, there's just no way to get him on there that looks anything that's decent. So just know this is just a standalone piece. And again, I think they really did a nice job on there. And the sack with the little sled, there's nothing connecting these two together. You could see there's a little thing here, a little thing there. You can get a little string or something to tie it, but there's nothing keeping it together. The sack full of presents. They really did a nice job on there. These ropes are just sculpted to the sack. And the sled also has some of the metallic silver paint on there. There's scratches. It looks worn. It looks used. They definitely did a nice job on there. And that's also removable. This is the only thing that requires any assembly at all for this diorama piece. You just put the sack right on top of the sled and you're done. So overall, great lineup. They really, really nailed it. Highly recommended, especially if you've been buying the series all along. Do go out and get this wave. It's definitely worth it. The band members in particular are definitely worth having. Definitely the sled. And if you are real diehard fan, you would definitely want to get Snowmobile Jack. I think there's only, I don't know if there's any more versions that they can do, but we'll just have to wait and see. This might be the last one or one of the last versions of Jack that makes sense, as they've pretty much done every version that I can think of. So do go out and get it. You will not be sorry. These are great figures. Thank you for watching. This is Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Please like and share this video. Please follow us on social media. Links below on YouTube in the below the video, and or on the upper right hand side of the website under follow us. Greatly appreciate that. Thanks guys, and stay tuned for more coverage.